Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in. First things first, I want to say I hope everybody's having a blessed and productive Sunday. I hope everybody is enjoying some peace and quiet. I know some of y'all probably watching these football games and stuff. You know, for those who out and about, especially if you going to church, just keep your eyes open and just try to stay safe as possible. I want to thank those who popped in yesterday for the live. I also want to thank those who popped in for the music part of it too. So y'all already know any time that y'all in the building. Love is love always. Just chopping it up with the people on this blessed Sunday. You know, one thing I am going to say though, um, and it might be a part two probably later on tonight. Might even have an open panel. I was saying certain things still need to be reformed, and that is a true thing that certain things need to be reformed. Healthcare, definitely one of them. I feel bad for some of these older folks because some of them shouldn't even have to pay for their medications, especially when they know for a fact right now the way some of these medications is skyrocketing in price. It's gonna be hard to afford those every so often. Especially if you know you gotta consistently take them shits. Yo, Kenny, salute my guy. Like certain over the counter medications, even if you got a prescription and not, it'd be funny because when you look at the prices on it, you like, well, damn. For certain medications, you paying more than you would pay for a carton of eggs. Certain creams, certain topics, and stuff like that. It's like you paying more for that than you paying for a carton of eggs and a gallon of milk. Yo, salute, my guy. Hey, sis, blessings. Happy Sunday. That's why I said at some point, healthcare definitely got to be reformed a different way because you got some people who just can't really afford to pay that copay for their medications and stuff. And why should they have to suffer? You know, and it's the truth. I looked at something one day because one of my boys work in a pharmacy. I'm just going through the aisles looking at certain shit, and I'm like, well, damn. Like you look at the price sometimes, you be like, wait a minute, it wasn't this expensive before. It seems like almost everything is going up, even in the pharmacies and stuff. It's like half of these things that we know we was paying a small penny for now is becoming even more. You know, and that's the crazy part about it. Like I said, certain creams, certain gels you might need for that's just like for those who probably just had surgery and they got to have a specific cream and whatever, whatever. Depending on how much, and if you don't got any type of health insurance, how much that shit costs. I seen one tube, but I forgot what ointment it was. That shit said $45. Now, to some people that might not be none, but for others, who the hell want to pay $45 just for a specific item? You know? Yeah, because some people, you know what it is? Yo, duck, this is the thing. Some people, they don't have to pay as much, or some people might not even have to really pay, depending on if they health insurance covers dental. See, that's the thing. Some people just got health insurance. Some got health and dental on the same plan. Like what I got health and dental. So I'm good. And even if I had to pay a little something out of pocket, it ain't as much as most people would think. That's why I said sometimes you gotta have the correct type of health insurance, dental, because that shit is expensive. Yeah, I already know $3,000 for a dentist. Yeah, I already know. So trust me. And if you ain't got no insurance, prime example, if you got to go for veneers or you probably have to get partial teeth, whatever, that shit is money. And if your health insurance don't cover that shit, guess what? Now you got to come out of pocket wild crazy. That's why I said some of that shit need to be, some of those things need to either be exempt or y'all need to come down on the pricing. That's what I'm saying. You got certain creams and certain ointments and stuff like that. Should be damn near $100. And you be like, nigga, you can't be serious. I could have brought either two outfits and a pair of sneaks, or I could have just, like, come on. And some shit is even more expensive than that. And you be like, nah, son, y'all wildin'. How these people supposed to really even get the proper care they supposed to get sometimes if they prices for their stuff is crazy. Even with certain pain medications. Some of them pain medications could be more than $20, depending on what it is you get. You know, and that's the thing. You actually hit that on the note. They get bamboozled on all aspects because if you can worry about certain shit, you should be worried about your health, and that's supposed to be the most important thing. That's why I said some people, depending on what's what, if you get the right type of health coverage that also deals with dental, you ain't gotta really pay but so much. And prime example, if you got a primary care provider, they gotta take that bill, if anything. That's just like if you was elsewhere and had to do a visit or whatever, they gotta take that and pay that. Hey Haley, blessings. Happy Sunday, sis. Those who just tuned in, you already know, hit the like button. Like I said, you just gotta really look at that, man. Nah, it's a whole fact, but then that's the problem too. You have people who really do try to fight, but even still, they ain't gonna get that recognition and that push that they deserve. And it's quite evident every day. You got some people who would definitely be better in a position than what they are now. But when they keep getting pushed down the ladder because they ain't trying to follow certain agendas, you know how that roll, boy. Yeah, you know how that roll. If you ain't getting down with the agenda, nigga, you could just forget about even trying to rise. Shit. And if you still standing adamant and then you even going against it, you could expect them to try to definitely push you down the wheel any way they possibly can. That's why I said you gotta definitely be on point with these things. Certain things need to change. Petitions need to start being made for that. Because at some point, like I said, it's going to be a time where people ain't going to be able to afford the things that they need as far as their meds and stuff. And then what are they supposed to suffer or possibly, you know, die because of whatever? That's like even with certain medications for your heart, your liver and shit like that. Them shit is expensive. There ain't no cheap walk in the park. But it's certain natural remedies people know. If you constantly doing that on a daily, you should be all right. Go ahead, salute. Like I said, you just gotta really look at that. It's not gonna be a time where you're gonna be able to afford certain things. Your medication shouldn't be one of them, especially for some of the older folks. Your medication shouldn't be one of them. That's why I'd rather you get health care, Medicaid, and all that good shit together. You gotta make sure everything is everything. That's just like sometimes you got people who know they need ambulance service, transportation service. Now, when this pandemic started, I ain't gonna lie, some of these transportation companies, like it's like they went belly up or bankrupt, or they just went under new management, which I feel is fucked up because you gave nobody no fair warnings about things like that. So what about those who was used to a certain ambulance or transportation service? Now they gotta go through a whole mess of finding a whole new one. You know? No, that's why I said when it's all said and done, you gotta look at that. Nobody should have to worry about not being able to afford the medications, creams, and stuff that they might need, or even they shouldn't have to worry about missing potential doctor's visits. Like I said, some people get their benefits and stuff cut just because they ain't making certain appointments. That's why I said, even when it comes down to ambulance service, that need to be revamped. Because you got some ambulance services who will hire just anybody, and some of them people are fuck out of here. People are disrespectful. Some of them, not all of them, some of them are really disrespectful. Like they don't really want to do the job. So if you don't want to do the job, why the hell would you even take it? Just for the check? Come on, man. Yo, Kenny, you ain't saying nothing that I don't already think and know. I even go down to the MTA, nigga. Shit. That's what I'm saying. But that's for another topic. I'm just saying in general, you know, you would want to try to make petitions and really try to make a change and try to revamp some of these healthcare rules and regulations. Because like I said, it don't benefit everybody. It'll benefit some, and then the others is either they gonna have to pay out of pocket, or you just ain't gonna have nothing. And that's the sad part about it. Just saying, those are things that you should really be trying to fight for and fight against. Fight against all the injustice when it comes to your health, when it comes to school and all that. You got to fight against all that corruption. Then you got to definitely fight for those who know for a fact they need to fighting for. Like I said, some of these elderly folks, even the ones who are either bedridden or they just really can't get around mobily, you still not thinking about that too. Like you got some pharmacies that are doing, how you say it, they do deliveries. Like they'll deliver certain people's medications, but then you got some pharmacies that won't, and they'll still expect that person to come pick up their fucking medication when you know damn well they can't do it. And don't let it be a situation where they don't have a regular aid. And it's like, come on, nigga. You know, there's some things, you know, you gotta definitely have a balance in your body to a degree. But even when you're doing the right things and your body still might have a specific situation, you know, if you gotta do what you gotta do what you gotta do. But then again, you shouldn't have to worry about being broke doing it. That's what I'm saying. See, 'cause I ain't gonna hold you $3,000 just for that dentist shit. Hell no. You would that got it for me. Good luck with that. That's what I'm saying. Haley, that part. Because you know what it is too? That part is really, yeah, that's really the truth right there. There are some people who shouldn't. And yeah, they do more than just take advantage. They could possibly abuse or possibly, hurt a kid. And sometimes they'll literally won't even be doing their own job. So it's like that person is fending for themselves. You know, like I said, some people just want to get in these fields of expertise or whatever because they feel it's a quick check. That's what I'm saying. Some people got to stop thinking about just the come up, man. Think about the long term processes of everything. You still got to do your job, nigga. It's like you having an absentee ballot job where you just only, nigga, your name is getting, your name is in the damn payroll, but you don't never come to work. That's an absentee job. Like, nah, nigga, you don't need that. You supposed to be making this money. You supposed to do the work. No, I know that, bro. But then you got some that ain't doing it for the check. They ain't getting the recognition. Some of these people are working more than one case. And that's why I said that part of the health field need to change too, as far as home health aid, or even if you got to be a living home health aid, living nurse, doctor, whatever. Like, come on, that part need to change too, because it's just some things that we know for a fact is it's madness. You know, I feel like this: if you know you not really ready or prepared to do that type of work, and especially if your attitude is trash the way it is, you shouldn't get in these type of fields, because the simplest thing is going to tick you off, and then you won't feel a type of way. No, you do what you feel is comfortable for you. Some people don't have the luxury of just sitting on their ass and collecting money. So some of y'all need to understand that too. Don't jump into a field if you really ain't about that, or if you really ain't trying to, do the right things. That's it. You got some elderly people who have AIDS that are abusing them. But not even so much as on a physical note, just that you not doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you got them bedridden patients and you know you got to take care of them, so on and so forth, some of y'all just be sitting there lacking. You know, that's the one thing I could honestly say though. You can't sit here and even feel comfortable with yourself. And this is for some people who might be in that shit. You can't be comfortable in the field of work and then you not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Guess what? If something happens to that patient of yours, who's going to be held responsible? You. Not just you, but the company you work for. But guess who's going to end up taking that boat? You. Because instead of you just feeling the type of way, you should have just been doing what you feel you like to do. And if you don't want to do shit like that, then you shouldn't get into something. See, like I said, some of y'all just worry about the money aspect, and you can't always just worry about the quick money. Worry about if this is something that you really want to do, you're passionate about, if you want to continue to keep it that way. You gotta think about it. That could be somebody doing that to your mother, your father, your grandfather, your great grands, or your grandmothers. Like, come on. Even some of your older relatives, like cousins, aunts, you don't know about that. You wouldn't want to do something that you wouldn't want nothing done to somebody in your family, especially if they elderly. So why would you do it to somebody else's? That this should be a public service announcement for those who are going to get in that field. You want to be a caregiver, home health aide, or whatever. You better have the time, dedication, and the patience for that. And if you know you don't, and if you know this is something you can't do, then don't sign up for it. Hey, Angel, blessings. I see you, sis. Majestic salute, my guy. Like I said, see something like that, I probably would have did. But like I said, with my job, my schedule was unpredictable, so I don't think I'd be able to do it. I know when I got that information one time, I passed that shit along. Got a couple of my peoples in there too with it, people that really like to do shit like that. You don't just hand the info to somebody that you think is just trying to get a quick check. See, that's the one thing. I'm not going to pass you information unless I know for a fact you are doing something with it. And if you plan on doing some fuck shit, I'm definitely not. Nah, I'm not telling you shit. That's the only time I'll block you. Nope, I ain't telling you that because I know you're going to do it. You're going to use it for no good, and that ain't it. Your heart's supposed to be in the right places when it comes to doing certain things. And again, if that's the type of field you want to jump into, you better have all the time and dedication and the patience. That's why I said there's so many aspects too to the healthcare that need to be revamped. You know, But you gotta look at it. Even if the majority of the people was to get it right as far as the proper exercises, nutrition, so on and so forth, you're still gonna have some people who bodies, regardless to what, they're gonna just start slowly but surely shutting down on certain terms. You know, you can keep your mind as sharp as possible to a degree, but then you're gonna have your moments when you just have a blackout moment, like, damn, I don't remember this. Just something to think about on that level. And some of y'all gonna have to start making petitions, or some of y'all just gonna have to start giving out the right information to the people that need it, because you want to try to keep certain people here as long as possible, especially if you feel these people are still vital. And I always felt like this: shouldn't nobody take nobody's life unless it's the man upstairs calling for you. That's it. You know, not even just that, bro. Not even just turmeric and ginger, son. It's a lot of different things, bro, that keep your body intact, son. Especially your mind, son. Fish oils, fish eggs, and shit like that. That shit is definitely is like I said, is brain food. You gotta have a perfect balance to a degree. Yeah, you can have your junks and so on and so forth, but you still gotta have a balance. It's just like with the animal kingdom. They got a balance. Some of them only eat meats. Some of them eat just straight herbs. Some eat both. See, with us, we eat a little bit of everything, but we still supposed to have a balance. If we ain't got that balance, then we slowly but surely. This is why some of us are not making it past a certain age too. We ain't taking our health more serious than we need to. Yo, Scotland, salute my guy. That's the main thing you're supposed to be taking for consideration. You know, your health. I keep saying that. That is your most important thing. You're right on that. Some of us we indulge too much in certain things, but we know too much of one thing could always be a bad thing. This is why some people catch allergens, or some people end up getting allergic. If you've been eating something for so long, even if it's an everyday thing, every day, every night, at some point your body gonna reject that shit. That's why you gotta have a balance. That's just like with drinking soda. You can't drink soda 24/7. At some point, that acid still does break down your enamel. At some point, that shit will mess your teeth up. Gotta have a balance. Certain juices, waters, whatever, that's what you need. I appreciate you for dropping the links too, Angel. Appreciate you. Shout outs to my plug, Mason Jar full for the week. But all in all, like, and even certain things that you know for a fact you're not supposed to put in your body, don't put it in your body. See, that's the thing they want you to do. Like I said, if almost everybody was on the same page, it's still going to be a small handful of people that, regardless of what, because we don't know how that book is designed upstairs. For all you know, everybody could be plain and healthy right now, and then certain people still might go through certain phases where, yeah, you're going to start showing signs that you're getting old, you can't do certain things no more. It's time for you, you know, what time it is at some point. And that's why I feel like a lot of things can be changed and rearranged. And it doesn't matter what age you are, you can still make a fucking difference. Hey, I see you, Rachel. Blessings, sis. Happy Sunday. I feel you, Angel. But hey, guess what? Whatever you thought you gained, you're gonna end up losing it anyway, especially if you want to move. And see, that's the thing too. Sometimes just keeping your body moving, you're gonna burn off whatever the hell it was you've had in your body, depending on how much you had. And then we know certain things ain't gonna digest overnight. So you either gonna have to flush yourself or go and detox your body sometimes you need to. all in all, like I said, just think about that. If you make certain changes that could possibly help not just yourself but benefit certain shit, come on now. Not much of a wonder that would do for people. Like for those who you know for a fact gonna have to take medication, because some people ain't born perfect anyway. Let's talk about genetics. Like I said, some people might be born with certain deficiencies and they might have to eat, whether it's natural or not. They're gonna have to take certain things for their body in order for their body to sustain. So you gotta think about that when you make initiatives for that, especially with things they might have to buy. And them shits cost some of them shits cost more than a pair of sneakers. You know, change that part of the aspect and everything will be good. Hey Mo, blessings. I see you, sis. Happy Sunday. Nah, but Angel, I'm saying some people have to detox their body, not just for whatever reasons. Sometimes just good. Like I said, your body is only as good as it feels. If your body feels too sluggish, sometimes you're gonna have to detox. Or sometimes you're gonna have to boost your immune system or boost your energy up some way, somehow, the natural way. There's many different ways to do it. But your body can't be feeling sluggish, and your body can't feel like it's breaking down on you neither. Because now that's not just messing up your whole function; it's messing up your brain function. Mm. Yeah, no, I'm not saying. Listen, there's some people that just can't do it, and I understand that. But then you're gonna have some that, if they feel that's what necessarily needs to be done, and do it. Especially, like I said, it's involving your health, because we know it's different ways to detox your body from different things, but it's depending on what you detoxing from. Sometimes the best way to do it, sometimes if you don't got water pills, sometimes you're just gonna have to mix whatever little detox juice. Because some of them damn fruits and vegetables that we eat definitely help. Especially it helps with digestion, it helps with everything. So that's what we gotta do. You know, you got some people who don't necessarily have a diet neither. They just stick with a certain regimen and sometimes it works for them. You know, you got people who, even if they eat like a beast, them niggas is out there. They ain't in the gym working out. They outside working out, doing whatever, playing sports, doing something, burning off whatever. Then think about it. When you start getting more active, especially after you eat, you gonna end up at some point getting hungry again. But then again, if you ate a decent amount at a certain time, your body good for the day. You know? Nah, but you're supposed to have. Trust me, you know your body, because first of all, your body is made of more than what, 60% water anyway. So like, yeah, you're gonna have to rehydrate. That water does help you naturally. See, everybody, don't get me wrong, Gatorades and shit be alright sometimes, but when you know anything else, you just gotta drink water. But you gotta make sure that water is pure enough too. And can't be drinking no dirty water. That should have fucked you up even more. Like I said, depending on where you at in the globe, if your water is messed up, you already know you gonna have to freeze it, boil it, probably freeze it again. I don't know. But the main thing, you want to get all of that, whatever was in there, you want to get it out. You want to at least taste the water and just feel good. Yeah, Angel, you crazy. She got a man's tummy. I ain't messing with you. No, it's all good, y'all. See, y'all was sitting here cutting up. I'm just looking back at the chats. What's up, though? For those who just tuned in, like I said, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, definitely that's something to really take into consideration. Make certain changes not from the inside, but also from the outside. Remember, it always starts with you. You know, And again, for some of y'all that's trying to get into that medical field, if you ain't got the time, dedication, or patience, don't get into it. Don't get into it just because you think it's gonna get you some good money. That's a good come up for whatever. No, do it because you feel you want to do it, and it's because it's right. The hell you talking about with lamb chops, man? What the hell you talking about, old head? You must have been eating too many lamb chops for the day. I ain't mad at you, brother. I ain't mad at you. All in all, that should be the most important thing. Because, like I said, health is the most important wealth that we have. Without that, we surely doomed. See, you got Angel hungry again. She about to go make something. I already know what time it is. You know, but that's what you're supposed to be doing, though. See, like everybody's supposed to be doing that, promoting good health. And even when your health is already somewhat declining, still try to promote good health. Because some people might hear certain news, they might not want to hear it, and that'll drive them into a depression. But you still got to be there to make sure they good. You still got to give them that spiritual motivation anyway. Because it's not over if there's certain things happening with you. You just got to change certain dynamics. That's it. That's the whole fact right there. Man. But then sometimes, even when your spirits feel low, you got the right people around you, they're going to make sure your spirits is good. For those who that might definitely have to drop some weight, find what works for you, and then you keep doing what you do. And the main thing to do is keep inspiring yourself. Doesn't matter. Yeah, but remember that too, well, even with the beer, son, you gotta have a moderation for it, son, because that's malt liquor, bro. Angel, you crazy, but it's all good though. Hey, everybody, like I said, you got some people who eat worse than a big person, but won't gain that a bit of weight. Metabolism is another thing. Sometimes you might have a fast metabolism, so you're gonna burn shit off, and some people's metabolisms ain't gonna always be that fucking fast. Gotta boost yourself, you know. That is true, you know. Steak, fish, like come on, those type of things. Even with steak, sometimes you gotta have it in moderation. Everything else, like fish, chicken, you know, those are the good things. Sometimes you can always substitute certain things that you want. And sometimes if you make it from home yourself sometimes and you know exactly how you want it, usually about good. Some people like steak and eggs, but that's a good combo right there because you gain your protein and everything else you need right there.
Angel, you went here cutting up today. You must have missed us yesterday. We missed you too, baby. But all in all, like I said, don't let that go over your head. Moderation is the most important thing. If you have a good moderation on things, usually it'll be about good. Taking too much of certain things and it's not good. And you know you need certain things for your heart. That's the most important thing too. Not just keeping your brain intact, but keeping your heart and your blood vessels intact. Again, you're going to need that circulation. You know, and even certain like garlic. I know they said garlic. I think is good for blood pressure or good for the heart. One of the two. Specific onions are good, and some of these things we eating our foods anyway. Hey, Tanya, blessings. Happy Sunday. Like I said, only thing you gotta do is take into moderation and consideration the things that you eat. And make sure you incorporate certain things because you know that's gonna keep your body functioning right. Hey Andrea, blessings. Happy Sunday. Glad you tuned in. That's the most important thing. Remember, you can make any type of change on the health aspect. You just gotta be willing to do it. And see, like whether it's just promoting good health, being a part of the change for good health, or even making them things like I said, getting those petitions in order to try to change certain parts of healthcare. That's even important too. These are things that everybody should really be thinking about and focusing on. Instead of focusing on stuff that really don't mean nothing, focus on things that's important. The most important thing, like I said again, is your health. Without your health, you ain't shit. Sorry to say it like that. Gotta give your body sometimes the proper rest, proper exercise. And, you know, sometimes you just gotta keep yourself busy anyway. Keep your brain sharp a lot of times. You do certain things. If you're not reading, you doing certain puzzles or whatever the case is. Some people be fucking with the little Rubik's Cube shit still. You know, playing word games and stuff like that. That's another way to keep your mind sharp and always keep you on your swivel too. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with promoting good health. That should be the most important thing we always promote is good health. And a lot of times too, our health can start breaking down even if we the healthiest person due to stress. Stress and the lack of rest too, that'll definitely start messing with you. Like I seen some people who before they had kids, they was looking like a whole entree for some people, but then because of the stresses and because of whatever, they'll end up losing too much weight. And that's not a good look sometimes. Like I said, stress, not proper rest, you know, that fucks with you. You gotta try to keep your stress to a minimum. You always gotta look when you get into a full rage. Now your heart and everything else is working at a super fast pace. Mess around, bust a blood vessel, or you end up having a stroke or a heart attack. So I said there's some things in life you don't necessarily have to overstress. Some things are gonna fall in line when you least expect it. So on that aspect, try to keep your heart too. Your heart, your mind, the most important things in your body to keep functioning at all times. Well, Angel, you missed it because Platty was trying to share something with you yesterday. Everybody was missing you last night. Oh, that's his son to think about, though. Even the littlest things you do, that's a good step. For those who know they trying to start their little regimen or they trying to do whatever, just do the simplest things like walk. Whether it's regular walking, power walking, it don't matter. Some people jog, some people ride their bikes. Shit, that's a good start too if you riding the bike. Cause you ain't just getting everything as far as cardio and stuff because is concerned. You know, that is helping you burn off some of that weight. I ain't fucking with you, Angel. It's too early in the afternoon for that shit. Oh, I forgot. It's in the evening with your ass. So this is too early for you. It's too early for you. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Shout out to those Oreo cookies I'm smoking. Shit. Fuck me up. I'm gonna be honest with you, Angel. Some people you're gonna have to do squats. Sorry. That's what you're gonna have to do. Squats and certain things that's along the lines, you can do that. And even like Ohead said, sometimes you gotta walk up hills. Stair climbing, do something. It works. You're supposed to be promoting good health and good regimens on all aspects. I ain't the most perfect example, but I do have a balance. I'm not just going to be eating the same shit day in and day out. Continue to do those, Angel. It does work. And sometimes some people just ain't going to have what they want, but it's okay. It's good to be different. That's why I said not everybody's built to be the same. You do what works for you and you do what makes you happy. And when you're happy within yourself, usually everything else falls in place. Even when the world trying to throw you a bunch of bullshit, you happy within yourself. What and who can stop anything from from moving? Especially if you want a positive tip. Can't nobody stop it. Sometimes you don't have to overwork yourself. Like some people be in the gym for hours on end. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. I can see you doing it on days that you might have missed. Like, all right, I missed like 2 straight days or whatever. I'm gonna try to go in. But then again, you always gotta remember you gotta pace yourself. No matter what kind of exercises you're doing, you gotta pace yourself. And you gotta do what works for you so you don't hurt yourself in the process. I done seen some people hurt themselves in the gym because they just overdoing it. Or body's too worn out. You ain't getting the proper whatever, like just doing too much. Sometimes your body has to rest. You have to give your body a perfect balance too. Hey, Hammer, blessings. I see you in here. Happy Sunday, sis. I had passed by your live this morning. I think I hit the like buttons. I was still half asleep. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was watching the documentary and woke up in the live somewhere. I was like, get the fuck out of here. And I woke up in that I don't know what live I woke up in. I just was like, Documentary over. I like long documentaries, don't get me wrong, but at some point, if they got that voice, yeah, I'm going to sleep on you. I'm going definitely to sleep on you. But don't worry, Tanya, I did hit the like button though. Well, at least when I tuned into your live, I hit the like button. I don't know who the fuck live I first walked up into, but I was just like, what? But the documentary was good. You know, sometimes good documentaries give you good information too on certain things. So that's why I'm saying I'm always being observant, but I'm always on different playing fields. And again, I appreciate you, Angel, for dropping those links. You ain't here working overtime, girl. I know some of y'all watching the football games. I ain't watching the football game only because I got the game on. The game I'm playing, I got it on pause. I ain't really watching nothing. But this is how we do it. You know, you got to promote the best health possible and promote the positivity while you're doing that. So, you know, you're going to have some people who feel insecure about certain things, especially when it comes to that part of it. Again, the weight. Some people, you just got to do what works for you and keep your faith strong. You know, like I said, block out all the haters, block out all the negatives when you're doing things. And sometimes when you eliminate certain stresses, that also helps you lose some of that weight. Like I said, some people you can't push your body to the outer limits. Because then what good is it going to do you when you finally need to be doing certain things and you can't even do it? Like I said, I've seen some people go crazy in the gym and like on a daily, going crazy in the gym, doing certain things, overworking their body, but in the following morning, damn, son, I got to give me a coffee. I'm tired. Hey, nigga, go rest then. Fuck you going back to the gym for, man? Like, and some of y'all be overdoing it because it's like you, yes, how can I say this shit? Some of y'all be overdoing it because you feel that's the best way to, yeah, so I'm gonna have these. No, it's not about just having your body in tune, but then you still got to give your body a proper rest etiquette. What's the use of you ODing and then you can't even get up out the bed in the morning? Or what's the use of you burning out your body and then when you do get to the gym, sometimes you can only do but so much. Like I said, I've seen some people get hurt in the gym because their bodies burnt out, they ain't properly resting, they still trying to OD. Like, come on, bro. How much? And I seen some ladies get hurt too, just doing certain things you know you ain't really prepared for. Do what works for you and do it to your regimen. And then when you're ready to really step up to the big boy games with certain things, that's when you do what you got to do. But still don't overwork your body and don't kill yourself. For some people, like I say, your metabolism, if you got a high one, majority of the time, yeah, even if you eat a lot, you're going to burn a lot of that off too. But if your shit is moderate, you just got to do what works for you. Yo, Popcorn, salute. Kev, salute. Happy Sunday. For those who just tuned in, y'all already know, hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. You already know. Appreciate everybody who's tuned in, especially the good shadow watchers that's rocking with your boy. You know, like I said, you gotta really take that into consideration. If you burn your body out to the fullest extent, what good are you gonna be? You know, like I said, give everything a proper balance, and usually things will fall into place. The same thing, like I'm saying, you got to have a balance when it comes to any part of this healthcare, any part of the health aspect. You got to do that. And sometimes the best way to be a positive part of change, to be honest with you, sometimes you just got to keep giving encouragement to those who need it. Like I said, some people are going to get into a full on depression, especially if they feel like they not a certain way, because you're already going to have some people who feel a type of way already. Why I can't be like this, or why I can't. You're supposed to love yourself technically, but even if you not knowing, you got to still make sure you're doing what's right for you. You can't do it just because you feel somebody is. No, you do it because you want to do it. Not supposed to really be. That's like a form of envy. And that's also like a form of jealousy because you're supposed to love yourself enough. If you feel that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. Don't do it because you feel, damn, I gotta have hips like this, or I gotta have this, or I gotta have a six pack like this. And that's for men and women. Do it because you love yourself enough to want to be healthy, if that's what you want to do. Don't let that go over your head neither. Like I said, if you don't love yourself, who the hell else will? That's why I said you have to do everything from within. You gotta love yourself enough to know if you're doing the right things, especially if you know this could keep you from either being in the hospital long term or even just keeping you from breaking down quicker than you need to, do so. I think it's maybe only one or two times in my life I really didn't feel that positive about certain things. But then guess what? Not like most people, I shrugged that shit right the fuck off because it didn't matter. Because when I looked at the overall picture and looked at what I really had, I was happy. So, and this ain't even on an exercise tip. This is just on the mental tip. See, sometimes you gotta remember that too. Your mind might play a little tricks on you. Gotta have that perfect balance. MLW fishing salute. Cutthroat salute, my guy. Happy Sunday. Yo, Cutthroat. You gotta be my eyes and ears, son. I know you watching the game, son. Cause I forgot who playing right now. I ain't want to turn off my damn PS4 because I'm really messing with that game that I've been messing with. I don't want to pause. I don't want to turn it off. I don't want to turn it off. I know it's a couple early games on. You know, but all in all, you know, your mom might play tricks on you sometimes. You got to remember this too. Um, you should never let it really play tricks on you. Despite the things that might happen in life, you know you in a good, comfortable space with a good, comfortable unit of people that's going to really keep you squared. You good. The goal is to keep all of your health intact, your mental and your physical. Your heart and your mind is the main two components. Because those are the main two things that keep your body going and it keeps you flowing. Without that, you just a vegetable. But definitely make change, y'all. I ain't gonna keep y'all all afternoon. I probably might do this next. This part 2 might go on tonight. I'll set a reminder for that one, definitely. It might even be an open panel, so if anybody want to come up and give up whatever, you're more than welcome. Oh, and I'm giving a heads up right now. I might be switching up the dynamic for Poetry Night on Thursdays. I'm still in the midst of thinking about a few things, but all in all, I'm gonna let y'all know what's what. Like I said, 2023 should make it the best thing possible on all parameters again. Your health should be the first thing in line. Make sure you're good for 2023 so you can enjoy whatever fruits of labor that you get into. You want to be able to go on these cruises and these trips and shit like that. You can't go on these trips with your body that fucked up and you can't even get on a plane or the boat or whatever. Make sure you're good enough for that. Might want to go out, swim, and do certain things. How you gonna do that if your body can't really function to do that? And definitely make sure, even if you are taking these trips out of state, make sure you're getting the proper vaccine and taking the proper things with you just in case, because you don't want to bring back no foreign agents, especially if you ain't from those parts of the town. Just got to think about your overall health, even when you're traveling. Some people have lost their aspect on that. When you travel, you're supposed to be as safe as possible, even when you're traveling across seas, internationally. It doesn't matter. You make sure you got the proper things for your body and you make sure you're in tune. And if something still feels crazy, then that's when you take yourself where you need to take yourself. Oh, all right, my bad. Damn, Kenny, I was about to say it. I know you're watching the game, but fuck it. I'll catch the scores in a minute. And I'll catch tonight's game, definitely. Shit, boy, gotta work tonight, but gonna be a smooth ride, He definitely in the supermarket food hunting. I need you to bring me back a dino rib and some slap your mama seasoning. I see that shit made it up in the city now. Shout out to whoever made that. Shit not that bad. I should have did a review on it, but that'll be another time. Man, that shit crazy. Hey, you stupid. You don't need no candy. Mm-hmm. Quite sure you got munchies in that damn crib. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I wasn't gonna keep y'all too long. Like I said, definitely just wanted to tune in with y'all and definitely give this little word of advice out today. And I hope everybody did take that into consideration, regardless to what was going on today with the shenanigans. I didn't refrain from everything I said. For 2023, your health should be the first important thing for you to continue anything else. And keep your mind sharp. And keep your heart guarded, but also keep your heart the way it's supposed to be. Again, without those two key elements, your mind and your heart, your body is worthless. And you don't want that. But again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, I'm going to definitely set a reminder for tonight. Club Nate ain't going on tonight, but tomorrow night we definitely in this bitch. And I do appreciate y'all for tuning in. For those that was new to the channel, again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And again, for everybody that was in the chat, y'all already know love is love all the time. Appreciate y'all when y'all tune in. Y'all don't got to be here, but y'all rocking with your boy. Like I said, I'm going to keep bringing what I got to keep bringing. And even when I decide to sit myself down for a minute, guess what? I'm still going to be bringing you something. So it is what it is. You know, shout outs to the replay gang. Shout outs to the ones in the shadows that was watching and rocking with your boy. You already know what it is. To me, how long until Club Nate? We not doing Club Nate tonight, Angel. Not today. See, you trying to get me in some BS. You trying to make me unpause that game and turn it off. But then again, I forgot you in a different time zone. And you gotta work. I know. I do owe you that much. So you know what? I ain't doing it on this live. You ain't gonna mess up I'm no copyright on this one. You ain't crying, stop it. I am gonna end this live. I might start another one. So give me about a couple minutes. I'll definitely be back in. I'll play some tunes for a little bit. Angel, you owe me something. I need like 12 steaks. Make sure they ribeyes. I ain't playing with you. I need all my Christmas gifts this year from you. I'm not playing. Ain't gonna get no copyright on this one. But nah, I do appreciate y'all, you know. And again, for those who are still gonna be here, you'll see me in about at least 2 minutes. I might as well do this now. We're gonna rock out with a little bit of music for the afternoon. I still got a little bit of time. So again, don't let nothing I said go over your head earlier. You know, without your heart and without your mind, your body is no good to you. And you want to preserve yourself, you know, especially if you want to enjoy the best possible things. But again, appreciate y'all for tuning in. And some of y'all don't go nowhere because I'm coming right back. You already know what it is. To the next live. We out of here. Peace and blessings.